This morning, the Trump administration is downplaying an anonymous op-ed in the New York Times. In it, an unknown Trump aide is claiming the president and his staff are not on the same page with policy decisions. CBS 2's Lauren Clark has reaction from those on Capitol Hill.
Well, Denny and Brian, this op-ed is certainly causing a reaction in Washington, particularly after reports of a new book by Bob Woodward titled Fear is expressing similar sentiments from staff members. Now, the op-ed published anonymously claims that the president, quote, impulsiveness results in half-baked, ill-informed, and occasionally reckless decisions, end quote. The author also states that what he calls unsung heroes have decided, in the op-ed's words, to go to great lengths to keep bad decisions contained to the West Wing. Now, the president has responded via Twitter, tweeting out the one-word question, treason. Speaking to reporters, the president is also calling the editorial cowardly.
We have somebody in what I call the failing New York Times that's talking about he's part of the resistance within the Trump administration. This is what we have to deal with. Anonymous, meaning gutless, a gutless editorial.
Now, some members of Congress, such as Senator Bob Corker and Senator Dick Durbin, say they're not surprised by the editorial's content, saying it's accurate what they've seen with dealing with the administration. Now, the president has called out the paper to turn over the government official who wrote the piece, but the New York Times is defending its decision to keep the author's identity a secret, as his or her job could be in jeopardy. Reporting live here in the studio, Lauren Clark, CBS 2 News.
Well, breaking into our live desk, a spokesperson for Vice President Mike Pence has come out and said he's not behind the article that Trump is calling a gutless editorial by the New York Times by an unnamed official within the White House. Let's see if we can pull this tweet up for you. Now, he goes on to say the vice president puts his name on his op-eds. The New York Times should be ashamed, and so should the person who wrote the false, illogical, and gutless op-ed. Our office is above such amateur acts. Now, the article detailing a quiet resistance among the president's own advisors broke yesterday, just hours after the book Fear, Trump in the White House by Washington Post journalist as well broke.